guys, so today I'm going to do one of my most requested videos, and that is my fitness routine video. I get comments all the time saying how I'm really fit and all that, and I really appreciate it. I work really hard on my body. It's not just something I was born with. I'm not just one of those lucky ones, but I do consider myself very fortunate, and I'll get into that. So I thought with this video I would do, I even got in uniform for you guys, of what I would like wear to a run. But, and this is what I typically look like, although a little bit less makeup, although I do run like at the end of the day, so I'll have my makeup on from that day. Anyway, what I thought I'd do with this video is to sit here and talk with you guys a little bit about what I do on a weekly basis, what types of workouts that I like to do for toning and also cardio. And then I thought I'd do a few, or show you guys a few of my favorite dynamic exercises that I love to do for just like an all over body workout, and just some of my favorites for targeting key areas that I like to work on most, which is normally stomach and legs. My arms are pretty toned as is, so I don't like to work on them too much because I do have like definite shoulders and I don't really like that, but they're strong, what can I say? So I do want to mention before I get started about my diet. I know diet is a large thing about staying in shape and being healthy. I am definitely not the most healthy person in this world. I've admitted that many times. I eat like crap, and I mean, I still eat my fruits and vegetables, but I love a good like pastry or, you know, ramen. I love ramen, stuff like that. I love Taco Bell, but I don't beat myself up for liking those things. I let myself indulge every once in a while, which is a lot, but I let myself indulge in those things because I physically can. It's part of my genetic makeup. I was born naturally thin, and I've always been thin in my life. I have a very fast metabolism, so that's why I feel fortunate that I don't put on weight easily. I am getting older, so eventually my metabolism will slow down and it'll catch up with me, I'm sure. I'm trying to get into better eating habits now by incorporating more vegetables. I'm not a vegetable person. I love fruits, but veggies, we're not close. We're not like this. We need to be like this because vegetables are so good for you, obviously. So I am trying to incorporate more of that in, but I don't eat a very healthy diet. I am a pescatarian, which is, I don't eat land animals. Basically, I only eat seafood for protein, I guess you would say, for meat. So tuna is like a big part of my diet, which I know can be dangerous because of mercury levels, and it'll definitely have to change, you know, once I get pregnant. But that's typically what I eat a lot is fake meat products like Morningstar, Gardein, and also tuna. That's where I get a lot of my protein. I love beans, and eggs are okay. I eat them every once in a while. I've done a whole video before on my diet, so I don't want to get too much into it right now. I'll link my pescatarian lifestyle diet thing down below if you're more interested in that. I will say that when I switched to not eating meat, or not eating land animals, as I like to say, I did lose about 5 pounds, and since then I've kept it off. I also wanted to give you guys my stats. So I know I get questions a lot about how much I weigh and how tall I am. I am 5'5", and I weigh 120 currently, and I have been 120 for a long time, for probably 5 years, because I've been a pescatarian for 6 years, just over 6 years, and so I've been 120 since then, basically, since, well, about 5 years ago. So I pretty much just I fluctuate 1 to 2 pounds over and under every once in a while, but it typically just stays around 120. Now with exercise, for me it's something that's so important, so motivation isn't really all that big of a deal with me, but I know with some people it can be really hard to get motivated, and you just have to look at it like you're making your body stronger. If you have bad body image, if you don't like your body, just doing a workout a week will improve your mood about your body. Even if your body doesn't change, it'll still make you feel more comfortable with your body, more comfortable in your skin, and also more confident just doing workouts, because you know you're doing something good for your body. So overall it just makes you feel good, and the endorphins in general from a workout are so addicting and amazing, so I highly recommend it. I may do a whole separate video on how to be motivated and stuff like that, maybe in a psychology type vlog video. I'm not sure. Let me know if that's something you want me to do. I don't have issues with motivation, so I'd have to do some research on tips and stuff like that, but So I don't really have a set schedule of when I work out. Typically what I'll do, I do Pilates to work out during the week, and I'll try and shoot for about 3 to 4 times a week. I sit down and do a few YouTube videos of Pilates. I have tried to do, so the person that I watch is blogilates. I'll have her channel listed down below. She gets all the credit for this video, by the way, because the moves I'm doing at the end are from her. And so yeah, I highly recommend watching her videos if you're into, you think you might be into Pilates. I really love it. Pilates is amazing for females because it builds lean muscle, it doesn't build bulky muscle, and it works your entire body, and it also focuses on your core, which is the main strength of where your body strength comes from, is in your core. So it really works on building that flat stomach and just being strong overall. But I mean, men can do it too, but I recommend it more if you're female, just because it builds lean muscle, which is typically more attractive on a female than a male. So blogilates, or Cassie is her name, she normally does a calendar, a monthly calendar that you can follow, and each day she'll list videos of hers that formulates a good workout. Typically it's about 5 videos. They can range anywhere from 5 minutes to 20 minutes. It just depends on the type of workout. Typically she'll formulate it so it's a complete full body. So there might be an arms video, leg video, abs, cardio, that kind of thing. She normally starts out with cardio. So you do have to sign up for her newsletter to get the calendar, but it's completely free. And it's really amazing. I've tried following the calendar. It doesn't really work with my schedule. I can't work out every day. It's just not feasible for me. So I don't. And I know that's no excuse, but I don't have to work out every day, I feel. I feel like, you know, 3 to 4 times a week is perfectly fine for my schedule. I do have to work it in around other things. So that's that. So I'll have a link to her website down below as well, where you can sign up for her newsletter and get the calendar if you don't know what videos of hers to do. For like a full body workout. So that's amazing. So I do her videos about 3 to 4 times a week. I'll shoot for about 3 to 5 videos per session. Sometimes I'll be so tired I just do 1. And typically it's the cardio, because I start with cardio to get my heart rate up, and then I'll move on to other body workouts. That order typically burns the most calories, and it's the most beneficial for your workout to start with a cardio and then move on to the Pilates, more weight training type video. Another great thing about Pilates is you hardly need any equipment at all. She uses weights in a few of her videos, but other than that, Pilates just uses your own body weight to build your muscles. And I love that, because some of these videos that you see online, or just workout videos in general, require all this equipment, like, you know, the exercise balls or the ropes or something. You don't need any of that for Pilates, at least for blogilates, and it's amazing. So definitely check out her videos. I also mentioned before that I run. I've only been running for about 4 weeks, and I like to do it at least twice a week. The best week would be like 3 times. That doesn't always happen. At least once a week I like to do it, and when I run I do about 3 miles, and I don't run the whole time. So I'm not the best runner. I haven't been running that long. So I mean, I just go for what I can, and I still push myself, but that's what I can work in. Sorry, my phone just went off. That's what I can work in. It's about 3 times a week for 3 miles. The last run that I did 3 miles in 38 minutes, which is pretty good for me. That's a record, I would say, for myself, which is good. I do have on my iPod, I run with my iPod, my little shuffle, and I have a fitness app on it that records how many steps and everything, and it has a run feature, a walk feature. I typically set it on the walk feature, and then I'll do my run, because the run feature is really weird. But I do recommend something like that, some sort of monitoring way that you can track how long you've been running. That way you just feel more proud. If you know the distance that you're running and the time, you can set a record for yourself next time. Maybe push yourself to be a few seconds under or something, to set little goals for yourself. That's why I like to keep track of distance and time, just because I feel better about myself when I come home and I see how many steps I ran and all that. I think it's pretty cool. I'm not an expert with running. I don't really have many tips. The number one tip I can say is when I first started running, I was getting shin splints really bad because I was running the wrong way. I would land on either the heel of my foot pretty hard, or I would land on my toes. You don't want to do either of those. You want to land on the ball of your foot, so kind of flat. So you want to land flat, not like this or like this. And I think that's pretty common sense, but I didn't know that going into it, and I had to research why I was getting shin splints every time I ran, and it was so uncomfortable, and I felt like I could keep going, but my shins were killing me, so I couldn't. I couldn't push myself farther because I wasn't about to, like, I mean, it felt like my shins were going to break out of my skin, so obviously I wasn't going to push myself that much. Definitely run with just landing on the ball of your foot. That's my most helpful tip I think I can offer right now. Again, I'm not an expert with it. I'm still working on it, still working on getting more in shape, but I can tell you with every run you feel better. And with running you get the endorphins faster and you feel great afterwards. I can't stress that enough. The endorphins are so addicting, you'll just want to keep doing it. And obviously we all run at different paces, different speeds. We're all on a different journey. So don't feel bad if you can't run for a straight mile. Not a lot of people can. I mean, some people who are really shaped can. And I know that seems, maybe for some of you who are runners, you're like, a mile, that's nothing, I can run for 5. You know, we're all on different levels. So don't feel bad, don't beat yourself up. You're going on your own path, you need to push yourself, but not to the point of where you're falling over on yourself or anything like that. Okay, so I really wanted to show you guys some dynamic moves that are some of my favorite. These are stolen from blogilates, so all credit to her. But these are just some of my favorite moves that she does that I wanted to show you guys. So the first one is a plie squat. And these are my favorites because my inner thighs have to be the part of my body I'm most self-conscious about. That's what it's called. Self-conscious about. Most insecure part is my inner thighs. I feel like that's where my weight is. I mean, not that I'm like heavy or anything, but I love plie squats because they work the inner thighs, they work your quads. They're overall a great move and I love them. I think they're way more dynamic than regular squats. So what you're gonna do is have your feet hip width apart. You want your toes facing outward. So you're kind of looking like this. You can do whatever you want with your hands. I do normally put them on my hips. With a normal squat, when you sit back, you lean forward. With a plie squat, what you want to do is keep an upright posture. So you're going to come down like that and then come up. That's the full range one. And something else, you don't want your knees to go over your toes. So when you come down, you're going to use all your leg strength to make sure your knees don't go over your toes. Okay, so typically I'll do this for a little bit until I feel the burn, and then once I feel the burn, I'll do pulses. So you'll come down and you just pulse and pulse. And this will really feel. You should feel it right here in your inner thighs and also on your quads. That's one of my favorite moves because it builds the whole leg area. Wall sits are also really amazing when you just sit on the wall in a 90-degree fashion like so. And you just do whatever. I'll typically listen to a song or something while I'm doing a wall sit. This works your whole leg. It's amazing. You feel the burn like instantly. I can feel it right now in your quads and your inner thighs. So if you're working on, and your under thighs too, whatever these are called. So if you're working on something like your inner thighs or your quads, this is a great move for that too. Okay, so I'm going to show you one of my favorite cardio moves. And typically I'll start out with cardio or something, just get a burst of energy to build up my heart rate. So when I do the weight training type, I call it weight training, but you're using your body weight, so you're not actually using weights. But you know what I mean, just not the cardio portion. You burn more calories if you start with cardio. So frog jumps are what these are called. So you're gonna start on one side, you're gonna squat down and jump up. So squat and jump. So you look like a little frog. You can do whatever you want with your hands. Okay, this last move is gonna be for abs. And this move in particular I love because it helps build the two lines. Sorry, my heart rate's a little up, so if I sound out of breath, that's fine. This move is great for, I'm gonna move this way actually, for the two lines on these sides. So this works your transverse abdominals, and this is like the Victoria's Secret lines that you get on the side. This move's really great for that. So you're gonna start, you're gonna put your feet up. It's okay if they move during this workout, it's natural for that to happen. I'm actually at a really bad spot right now to do this. I'm gonna turn on the side. So you're gonna put your feet up, you're gonna have your arms out like this, and you're gonna come down, and down, And you don't want to do like a swaying motion. You want to keep it very straight. So there you have a few of my favorite moves to do. I really love those. I think they're really dynamic. They work a lot of muscles and they really target the areas that I like to work on the most. Obviously I didn't show you any arms or anything. If you want, I could do that, but I honestly just recommend checking out blogilates videos. She does videos for all different types of body parts, all different levels. She does beginner videos. She also has advanced videos. So I really recommend it. It just gives such a variety of exercise. She's so fun to watch. She keeps it all positive. She's very encouraging and she keeps you going. She's so uppity and just lovely. So I really recommend it. I'll have the links down below to her channels and her website down below as well. So I really hope this was helpful for some of you to get a feel for what I do to work on my body. It's really, really important that you do some sort of exercise during the week or once a day if you can. That's probably most beneficial to do something once a day. I don't do that, but a few times a week is something good to shoot for. So I hope you enjoyed this video and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.